Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel, The Vivid Dreamer. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I appreciate all of the views and the likes. Be sure that you head over to my Etsy shop if you're interested in any of my art by The Vivid Dreamer. This reading is for Taurus, the sign Taurus. So I was sitting here shuffling and going through the energy. I had a feeling of hearing something regarding respect. And then I heard witness, maybe something to do with court. Just keep that in mind. And we're just going to dig into the channel thoughts, messages. Yes, so also feel like at this time you may feel like it's kind of like a time frame for you to like calm down. Maybe I just see you wrapped up in a blanket right now. That's what I see for you all, Taurus. That's what I see. That's what I see. But nonetheless, it's like, I don't know, it's the feeling of how you're wrapped up that's getting me. Don't put your hand on the stove twice. Why do I see a racetrack? I see a racetrack. I see a racetrack. But the baton is on the ground, as if like you got to pick it up to be able to keep going in the race. And when what you're picking up in the baton is like a piece of paper of some sort or whatever. Like, you know, it has to be heavy, but for the ones that have done track, you know, they pass the baton to you. But for every stop you make to pick up the baton and open it, there's like a letter inside. And what's on that letter is what you're picking up to take with you. So the closer it is to you, the heavier the pipe is. With the additive on the paper inside. So say for instance, you know, you run 100 meters. You go and you pick up the baton. You open the baton, you read what it is that you're picking up. And you're picking up, like, let's say, like, deceit. Someone's, you know, you're allowing whatever it is that you're picking up. You're allowing it into your space because you're carrying it with you to your next stop on this track. And so by the time you get around to the starting point again, it's just like, do you feel lighter or do you feel heavier? Talk about it or be about it. Someone wants to get off this racetrack. It's like I feel like it doesn't matter to you what it is that you're carrying. It's just like you're hot, as if like you're exhausted from it. Look, and then all this came out. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Like, don't like. Do you really need to touch it twice to know that it's hot? Can you not just look at the little red ring and see that it's hot? Does this person still have to continue to sleep with your best friend for her to see she ain't a best friend and he ain't no good boyfriend either? I'm just saying, like, you know, if these things that you're not really comfortable with and have happening in your premises, you know, do you really have to sit here and entertain the same thing twice? You know. And look, see? When you ground yourself, you know what it is that you're not going to accept. You know what bullshit looks like. See? And you're going to have no time for it. You know it. You know you don't have time for it. You keep entertaining it. At some point, that entertainment is going to be you encouraging that behavior. And you have to be very careful when you say that you're not going to encourage someone treating you wrong, because we typically end up doing it. It's really, you know, it's almost like them saying hide shit in plain sight. You did wrong, but baby, you know I love you. I know, but you know you don't have to go out and do those type of things to me to get my attention. I don't like that. Well, he know it now. So every time he feel like he can't get his way, guess what he gonna do to get you back in check? I'm just saying that's what I'm hearing. That goes in hand with what I said. Respect yourself. Look, proactive. I can't make this up, y'all. Respect yourselves. Respect yourselves. Didn't I tell you that's what I heard? Respect yourself. If you won't respect yourself, who will? Who will? But see, that's what you're worried about. It's how people gonna view you if you think about you. What that sound like? If that don't sound like people around you are just as selfish and one-sided, I don't know what. And it's stressing you out. This is your energy right here. It's stressing you out to stand up for yourself. It's stressing you out to not make the same mistakes. It's stressing you out that you have the balls to talk to yourself in the mirror, to sit here and say what it is that you're willing to take, not wanting to take, don't desire to deal with, etc. You know, the picture right behind me, the one that's on the easel right here, I just finished her last week, right? And you know, October was Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And as a survivor myself, I was still, you know, certain things don't have a lot of meaning until you think it won't happen to you. And so when I was in the midst of painting her, my energy was having me design and put all this stuff out for. The name of the painting is called If She Only Knew. If she only knew. Because, you know, the eyes and the mouth are golden. And it's sometimes it can be mixed with jealousy too and envy. So it makes for a special color. Just like it makes for a special breed to go through a situation like that. It's not for the weak to survive in those type of situations. And so for every lie, for everything that she didn't think would come with what she saw and assumed she wanted, she received. Whether that was physical, emotional, verbal, it don't matter. Abuse is abuse. But if she only knew. If she only knew. So someone understands the value of self, but they haven't gotten around to the racetrack yet where they got to pick up the baton of not giving a fuck. Respecting yourself don't have nothing to do with how you are supposed to respect others. If my focus is me, I'd be damned if I'm worried about somebody else. Like, I could be cordial with you, but I have to respect myself. If we don't get along, then great. If we're not going to make it, then great. At the end of the day, what you eat not going to make me shit. But what I eat, knowing what's going to come afterwards, shit, if I don't like the feeling of it, I'm not going to deal with it. If I think Brussels sprouts is a little bit more gassier than regular old cabbage, I'm not about to sit here and keep eating it only because it's something that's green. To hell with that. I'll take the top two. This thing got me just a shuffling. One attack life, the other complain. That, you know, it just sounds like someone saying, you know, you made me like this. How did I make you like anything? I don't live in your body. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't open your eyelids in the morning. So how I make you feel anything? That's just like someone saying, you know, if you leave me, you'll never find someone like me. Good. I'm hoping that I don't. You know what? You crazy. You mental health. You a psychopath, bitch. At least I'm on a path. Go find one. Sometimes, you know, it takes those moments for you to really put your foot down. Maturity means letting go of old things. Yeah, this too shall pass, but it is time for you not to give a fuck about anybody else but you and move thy fuck own. And when you do, watch me when I tell you, there's always a calm after the storm, just as well as before. But it depends on which end of the receiving limit you want to be. It's going to tell you a lot about how it's going to end. You feel me? So, we need to do some clarification here because, whew, Taurus, y'all, boy, y'all out here strong this season, ain't you? Scorpios in full effect and Tauruses are raging bulls. Okay. All right. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see what's going on. Okay. So let's clarify, talk about it, or be about it. Somebody, like I said, you know how you have those conversations with certain friends, you be like, yeah, and if I was you, I'll bust their face to the white meat or something like that. And then they enter the room and then it's kind of just like, yeah, what was that you were huffing and puffing? You had all this confidence. Okay, well, this person, what I'm getting is this person sat there and they pretty much, this is when it's time for you to see if someone's going to call your bluff or you're going to make it known that you're not bluffing. Because again, like I said, you're learning, you're about to enter a season, or you're in a season right now where you're learning things about self-respect in people. People that understand your level of self-respect, they're not going to try to test your boundaries. No more would they try to expose your vulnerability if one of the roots to maturing and growing your relationship is for them to protect it. No one's going to put you on Front Street when they supposed to be on your side. You feel me? Like, it's just like straight violation if it happens. It's just like you got to get to a point where you got to think about things for yourself and your well-being. Look, celebration. So, I feel like someone's tired of old ways. Old ways are no longer entertaining. Like, I have this sense of just a boredom in a sense. It's just like, you know what? I deal with it. I'll tolerate it because I know what it will feel like. You hold yourself on such high level of respect and regard that it's hard for people to keep up with it because the I hear boundaries. The boundaries that they set for themselves are so low. They're microscopic. The rabbit card. Someone has somebody in a third party situation. But somebody also got someone got Survivor by Destiny's Child on, putting on their makeup, child, getting ready. Getting ready. Like, you know what? I don't need to find nobody else to respect me. Shit, I will. Okay? Because you just like, no. Now, the second way I'm looking at this is that someone's celebrating something. Someone's celebrating something. Someone is celebrating something, but it may not include you. Hell, it may be something that's an addition to their life, but there's attraction to yours. Take it how it resonates. The pig in upright. Let's clarify. Let's clarify something. Because I feel like be honest with yourself has a lot to do with, I just feel the energy of like the prosperity that you'll gain coming to reality with yourself isn't going to be, your success isn't going to be in the form of monetary. It's going to be in the form of peace. And peace comes after realization of self. But I'm pretty sure you already knew that part. Yo, my pet child has been so good today. He up to something. nonetheless, be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Look, what did I say? The realization of self-respect is going to open doors and chapters and blessings more than you know. So I want to see what's going on with this insecurity card. I want to see what's going on with this insecurity card, because something ain't right in the sauce. Let me use this deck. Let me just finish off with my animal deck. I have a new deck of cards I'm going to try to use. It's the Twin Flame Karmic Messages. It's part of the Moon Seeker of Light Guardian edition, if I said that right. Look, Distort card. Now, it doesn't always mean that it's going to be a pregnancy as in baby, but it can also mean a rebirth in how you see yourself. It can be a rebirth in you understanding yourself a little bit more, putting forth certain things. Like I said, plain and simple, it's time for you to respect yourself. It's time for people to see you respect yourself. How you carry yourself says a lot about how people are going to deal with you. And no more, no less, it's time for you to stop making yourself an option. I'd rather be... Why did I just hear someone say I'd rather be a warranty than regardless of quantity? Well, honey, if your quality was anything, you won't need no damn warranty. Okay, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. And depending on how extensive that warranty is, that also tells me a lot about your quality. How many miles is on you before I even get off the lot with you? Says a lot about your quality. If you want to be real precise with things, look at this, the Chariot. Somebody going off into a new chapter with wisdom and a mindset that, look at them. They coming too. Good health and all. They done sat there. They got their whole armor going on. And showtime, there you go. You are going out in luxury and what's in front of you, but you going in luxury of what you know. If you hear my pet child in the background, please, I apologize. Look at you, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the time has come. The time has come for you to move forward. I feel like this retrograde has made it so that everyone's transitioning into a new season. What was second is now becoming first, and what was first is becoming second. And that can kind of stifle some people, because when they've always been the ones that have been in the spotlight and they decided to, they decided to not challenge the underdog because they didn't see them as to be a threat. Well, now here they come with the Wheel of Fortune and with the Chariot, bitch. What? This is why it's so important for you not to underestimate people, because the very thing that you think you can use to outsmart one can very well be the detonator to blow your own ass up. And I've seen many of a movie that had that happen. I was just watching Colombiana yesterday, and she hauled off and made that man sit down in that chair and said, if you get your ass up before this microwave go the fuck off, literally, it's going to be your ass. And he ain't take her ass to be playing no joke. Hell, she done killed 23 people in like 2 days, if that. Colombiana won't play no games with nobody. She had Crowd Mob on the damn on the radio. She had the windows down. She had Suge Knight's pistols and guns in the passenger seat. And she had motherfucking Queen Latifah from Set It Off in the back. She was ready to roll. You feel me? That's how I see you with this Chariot. It's and you going into a new season. There's an abundance that's coming. You have people looking over you. The knowledge of what you've gained from past experiences and lessons have come forth to be able to manifest into blessings for you to see a new season and to heighten your elevation. Ooh, Taurus, y'all got going on. Like, it's all in my throat. Yeah. And not the way, not the way Cardi B talking about. Look at that. Look at that. Five of Swords. See, someone's walking away. Either that's you, Taurus, or that's them. But somebody's gathering the pieces after they done hauled off and fought their loss or fought for their win. And for, like I said, very well, many people can sit here and say, I won. Yeah, but someone also had to take a loss. The very people that are the biggest people that have to walk away, you gotta understand there's an L that has to be eaten and bitten when you decide to be the bigger person. But you also gain a new reality of yourself, being that there's certain things that aren't going to be worth your time towards. And that's because your time is precious, just how you are and how you should see yourself. So when you see yourself in that regard, you'll find that, you know what? It's not hard for you to respect yourself and to set boundaries for yourself. The challenge is in the people. But you still have, just like you have the control to respect yourself, you also have the control to know your environment. Look at that. Certain things you're deciding to leave behind because it's a stress to you versus it being an essential. So, and even then, like, it's just like the horizons. Like, you on your own. You doing your own thing. You see the people marching off in the back. You can't carry everything. Only carry what's required. Look at that, bitch. Now you sitting here looking like the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. You realize your worth. You stand in your own statue. You know, you got little babies up here and everything at the top looking over you. Those almost look like angels. You're very blessed. You're very blessed. You have angels over and below you. Like you're just crowned with that favor. And that's what respect part of God being pleased, or the universe being pleased with how you carry yourself shows. It shows in your beings. It shows in your shoulders, your walk, your talk, all that. Someone at some point or another decided to leave behind the feeling that people may not like how you feel or see you how you see yourself. But you know that you're more than enough. And at times when you know that you're more than enough, you'll find that not too many people are going to ride for you. They're not going to be as clutch for you as what they were in the beginning. I'm hearing the lesson for you is that, Taurus, your self-respect, respecting yourself, is going to shed a lot of dead skin. It's going to shed a lot of dead skin. But you're tired of looking over at someone else and seeing them glow and having this laugh and this smile that, you know, they really have it. Like, they really good. They really better off. You know? Something in life had you succumb to your surroundings to think taking the same is better than not receiving or being seen or given anything at all. It's almost like having a child, a mom having a child 3/4 of the time and the father only getting them 1/4 of the time. It's going to take a lot of time invested before it's recouped, for there to be an understanding that, maybe mommy and daddy may operate on two different train lines. Mom may not care too much about your bed not being made in the morning, but maybe daddy does. You feel me? Like, which one are you? At the end of it all, you have to not so much succumb to what helped you. It's more or less a thing of it being, you have to get grounded with who you are first and use what's good out of your journey. Incorporate that into who you're trying to become, and then times that by however many times you're trying to be better. That's what I'm trying to say. And a lot of times when we're young like that, simple things like that, making your bed, doing this, that, and the third, those are things that help build our bone and structure to birth us into like being good adults. Being adults that have an equilibrium of knowing like, look, I have respect for myself to know how I want to be treated, and not just giving my attention away to foolish things that don't bring me near good news. It stresses me out more than it helps me out. I lose more hair and then I gotta go buy more hair. You don't want situations like that. And when you understand that, you let go of the things that make you feel insecure. And see, that's the thing. Moving forth for you is an insecurity, either because, well, no, it's not really no because if you've done it before, it wouldn't be an insecurity. You know the basic ropes for you to be able to at least get through and get by. But this is an insecurity I'm feeling that you feel in the eyes of others. Your growth intimidates them. So in reaction and in reflection, they make you feel as if like they don't like you, or they can't, they can't comprehend your existence. Like, why is it here? That's not your fault. They can't describe you or pick you out or elaborate on who you are. And that's because your respect is not on their level. It's higher than. They're going to think you're a foreign object in another room because you're not in the right place. Those are not people that you should feel should penetrate any type or inkling of thinking about yourself. But they're around you. And they're around you, so maybe it's friends or family, but they have a very heavy value on how you see yourself, no matter how better you're trying to become. And if it's uneasy and if it's uncomfortable, just shake it off. And when I say shake it off, I say it because who wants bugs crawling on them, right? So you're going to shake them off. You're going to hit them. You're going to do whatever it is to get it off of you. You got to do the same thing to people. Now, don't go out there physically hurting folks, but you get what I'm saying. So, Taurus, you got a lot of powerful energy here. As if like, when you respect yourself, it's gonna make you feel resilient because you are. And that resilience is going to show. Like I said, that Chariot, it's going to show. You've let old things be lessons, and then you let new things come in to show you different perspectives. And that's what respect and growing is all about. That's what maturity is all about. That's what growing pains are all about. It didn't break you. It didn't bend you. It just folded your mindset, your perspective on what life is in this category for you to see that there's another way to the other side. And sometimes the celebration to move forth really is in the closure of the doors that we want to move forward from. So It's a pretty interesting spread, Taurus. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye.